Hello. I just want to say thank you, Captain Tom. Now, I know that this message you'll probably never ever see or hear, and I know it's only going to be seen by the people that are actually that watch my channel, etc. But I still feel like I've got to do it. I still feel like I still feel a bit compelled to do it, which in a way feels a bit daft. I don't understand that. Um, anyway. That's I feel compelled to do it, so I'm going to do it. My name's Ian. I'm 57 years old, and I'm not going to go through all the what's its and why fors and bitses and bobses, but let me just say, you'd have to struggle to find someone right now whose life is more in the toilet than mine. And I think if anybody could, I think if anybody could be forgiven for giving up, I think I could sort of be forgiven for giving up in some ways. But the point is, should you ever get to one day perhaps come across this whilst you're someone showing you something on the internet, the point is, even when life's in a toilet. I mean, I've always considered myself a positive guy, but lately things have been a bit. Toilet is an understatement. But I'm not the sort of person that likes to give up. See, don't like to give up. But it's difficult. It's hard not to give up sometimes. Now and again, at them points where it's really difficult to just keep going. And seeing you, and seeing your story, that gives somebody like me huge inspiration. You hear that a lot. People talk this, that, and they go, "Oh, so and so inspired me. So and so's an inspiration." I often wonder how much of that is really, really, really sort of true, or whether people just say it like they do, and they go, "Oh, I love you," when they don't necessarily mean. But I do. I have found you to be a complete and utter inspiration, as have, I should imagine, a lot of people. I should imagine that you have touched a lot of people like me in their own little way. Different circumstances. People's lives are in the toilet at the moment, or for different reasons, different circumstances, or they've got what they've going on for them, or they just, for whatever they're doing. But you've been a complete and utter inspiration to an awful lot of people. It's not just about the money you've raised. I mean, let's not take that away. Christ on a bike. It's a lot of money you've raised. Well done. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But that's what everybody knows about. Everybody knows about the money because it's all clocked up. Ching, 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 ching. Which is great. But you ain't just raised the money. If you've affected me like this, then I can only assume that is replicated by an awful lot of people. And that's something that's not counted up. Ching, 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 ching. Nobody knows about that. Nobody knows about those numbers. You'll never know about me because I won't be counted in those numbers that don't exist. But there is a lot of people out there. And maybe a few more people will no doubt do little video clipses of themselves saying thank you in some way. And one day you'll get to see one. It's not about whether you get to see mine. One day you'll get to see one of them. And then you'll know. It's not just about the money. Personally, excuse me, personally, I was finding it a bit hard. Keep going. And then I see you. It reminded me where I'd left some of my oomph. Some of my fight. So thank you. You at your age, doing what you did, is exactly what I needed to see. It's exactly what I needed. How ridiculous is that? How crazy is that, man? But that's sort of what I needed. And people might come across this one day and think, what's this guy talking out of his head? But the funny thing is, there's going to be a few hundred people watch this, and they will know exactly what I mean. They will know. So thank you, Captain Top, very much. I've got a bit more fight now. One of the reasons that people will give up is because they get to a point where it's insurmountable, it's impossible. People like me, they hit a wall where you actually realise it's impossible. It can't be done. And then someone like you, Captain Tom, comes along and does the impossible, completely and utterly. What's the Americans say? Knocks it out of the ballpark. You come along and you do what absolutely is impossible to do. If anybody, ask anybody, they've said, no, it's not possible. Walk up and down a front garden, raise 50 million quid. No, never happened in a million years. And you've done it. And so when you look at the impossible happening right in front of your eyes, and you can see the impossible can happen, it gives certainly someone like me, it gives me thought, it gives me reason to fight. It lets me find a little bit more oomph, it lets me find a little bit more fight left in me that I thought was gone or was going. And it just brings home, and it lets me think, well, actually, you know, it might be an impossible task, still a task, and I've got nothing better to do, so I'll keep fighting. So thanks very much, Captain Tom. Thank you.